Hey, good day. This is the 3 Minute Bible Study. My name is Brent Benning. We're going to go ahead and get started with Romans chapter 1, verse 9. It says, "For God is my witness, whom I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son, that without ceasing I make mention of you always in my prayers." Just kind of imagine this. You receive a letter and you know from a guy that's never been to your church, never been there, and it's from a big name guy. Paul was one of the biggest names in Christianity at that time period, and he just makes mention. You know what kind of lifestyle Paul lives, and he's praying for you. Just think about this, and in simple ways. I mean, remember who's the leader of Rome at this time? Nero's the leader of Rome. Not a very nice person, historically told. So Nero is one of these people that is reported to have ordered half the city burned, or a third of it, or something like that. So we're talking somebody not very nice, and he's the leader of the government, right? He's the leader of the whole empire, but he's kind of like right in his face, and Paul is praying for you because he's wanting to see you grow in the faith. And that's got to have some sort of comfort in you. I don't know what the church was going through at the time, or if they were going through anything. I don't know about you, but I've had people walk up to me and say, "Hey, I'm praying for you." That lets you know. I mean, just think about it. That just lets you know that, yeah, somebody's praying for me. They're trying to get a hold of God on my behalf. That makes you feel pretty good. But that's how Christians fight, though. That's how Christians do battle for one another. The Bible says in Isaiah chapter 59, it says, "When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall raise up a standard against him." When I was a young man, I was always confused on the word standard. I was like, what's a standard? I know what a standard is because it's kind of like, you've got to meet that standard. It's not that kind of standard. When in history, we look at a standard being an army. A standard is literally a flag that we fight under, and that's what we're doing. God is raising up an army to fight on your behalf. So whenever we talk about, God raising up a standard, we're talking about God raising up an army that does not fight with swords or spears or anything, but it fights on its knees. I go, church, if you read the Bible, and I believe it's Peter, where he said if one can put 1,000 to flight, two can put 10,000 to flight. Just imagine when God gets an army together, what he can do, what an army that is unified on its knees can do together. Church, we need to get back to praying for one another. Ephesians says this. I'm going to end with this. When Ephesians 4:32 says, "Bear you one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ." That's why we're praying for one another, because we're trying to bear each other before Jesus Christ. I thank you, and I hope you come back.